As night falls in Abuja, the city's dark side comes to life. It is a time for leisure after a hard day's work. Here, commercial activities extend deep into the night. The darkness of nighttime seems to be a perfect mask for some hidden activities here. This is Lagos Street, a popular street in the Garki 2 area of Abuja. Though a residential area to many, it turns to a commercial sex market at night.
Lagos Street is a bustling street. Everyday life on this street, there has not been a time where you come here, even a day or at night, that you see people sleeping. They are always ready. People are going out, going about their businesses. But the problem we have on this Lagos Street is at night. You know, that's about the time you begin to have all these hooligans. One chance, they are here at night. And it's becoming a very big crime. Just the other day I was passing by, somebody wanted to rob me. Just because I had my pocket was filled. And then that's number one. When you're talking about prostitution, there's a hub of prostitution in Abuja here. Very bad at night. You have teenagers, girls who are supposed to be at home. Very little girls of like less than 20 years. And they'll be wearing very skimpy dresses. But you see, a lot of people come and be picking them. People we don't expect them to come and be indulging in such acts. They come here, they pick them.
Lungungurgwa Street branches off from Lagos Street. Here, we meet some commercial sex workers who recounted stories from years of hardship. They willingly share a bed for financial gratifications. Throwing caution to the wind, they share their most private and intimate moments with strangers on the street, with no idea of their background or intent. Grace, not her real name, is a single mother of one. She has been in the commercial sex trade for 8 years now. Though she has been working in Lagos Street for just 1 year, she narrates scary experiences with some clients.
When I was looking for my son's school fees, early, it's in the morning, around that kind 4 to 5. So the man carrying me, tell me short time, and we say 2. He said he's going to give me 2.5. So I followed him. As we reach Zone 4 bridge, the guy now park. I was thinking that he wants to remove something from that up. Then I now see one small kitchen knife. He told me that I should bring all the money that I have. If not, he's going to stab me. And he's going to kill me and waste me just like that. So the money that I was having, I had the money inside my bra. And I'll tell you that the little one that is outside, I'll tell you that this is what I have for. I'm looking for my son's school fees. That is why I'm here, and I don't even get 1 naira throughout the night. That is what I told him. So that is the only thing that made the guy pity me. Now tell me to drop out of his car. It's only because of that son that I say that I have. If not, he's going to kill me.
But not every commercial sex worker has been as lucky as Grace. Some never leave to tell their story.
I want TV girl like that. As they stop the girl, they carry her. Before we don't see her. They don't go kill her. They cut her part by part. Part by part. They now pack the meat and put it inside back and throw it. It's all this Yambola that see the thing around area 3 junction there.
How is Grace able to carry on with a practice that threatens her very existence without fear?
The experience is that even my enemy, I'm not wishing her to see her on the street like this because it's not good. It's not intentional. But it's based on how the thing is, that is why. Every day when I wake up, I used to ask myself, why am I doing this kind of thing? And if I check, this is not the right thing to do, but every day, if I think about it, every day if I wake up, if I see myself on the street, I used to shed tears every day. And another one again, drugs, bad friends. They're the one that lead me into drugs, ice. So that is the worst thing that I'm regretting up to tomorrow.
The commercial sex world is fueled by hard drugs and dangerous criminals. People like Yahaya facilitate the smooth running of this world. He is a pimp. He arranges clients for some of the ladies and protects them. For many in this underworld, hard drugs emboldens them and help take the edge off their horrible experiences. The euphoric feeling of hard drugs help dull their conscience and suppress the anxieties of the daily horrors of life on the streets. For the merchants of hard drugs, it is a thriving venture.
To yawanci akwai irin matan da muke tare da su, akwai waɗanda ba za su iya wannan aikin ba, wata za ta iya shan ƴar tabarta, za ta iya shan wiwi, wata kuma dole za ta ɗan sha turaman ne a jikinsu, to su kaɗai ne nasa abubuwan da suna ɗan sha, wanda shi na ɗan ƙara musu ƙarfin jikin da suna iya yawo har asuba ba za su gaji ba, kuma namiji 5 6 zai iya amfani da yarinya ba tare da ta gaji ba akan ta sha wannan ƙwayan turama ko kuma ta sha ɗan wiwinta da ɗan sauran kayanta.
In Lagos Street, the chain of business does not start and end with commercial sex workers and their clients. It is also good business for the pimps, who get returns for linking sex workers to clients. Yahaya and Aliu, having lived in the neighborhood for decades, have found connecting commercial sex workers to potential clients very profitable.
Akwai masu mai gida na diwa har mabushi har zonfo duk zamu in yace yana son yarinya shekara 18 ni ya bani 5,000 zan kai shi inda yake inda yan matan suke, amma akwai dilali yan a can ni dai sai dai ya ban 5,000 10,000. Anti ba wani yaren da babu, akwai musulmai, akwai kirista, akwai edo, 36 state duk zaki gansu ana. Ai duk wanda ya fita yawon bariki, batun tsoro, duk mai sai da izini batun tsoro babu, sai dai Allah ne ya kiyaye ka, kuma mun san kayan abun laifi muke yi.
Ina kawo mata hakan ga irin, amma ba kullum ba, irin ya kai mata haka ko guda 2 ko guda 1 haka, kuma mutane suna samu dan wani abu suna bamu, ko kuma mutum ya zo ya ce na so a kai mishi mace haka za mu iya kai mishi, ita ma yan ta dawo sai ta samu wani abu ta bamu. To gaskiya bai wuce abubuwan da za a bamu ba, bai wuce ma kawai wasu dai za ka iya kai mishi mace ma wani ya ɗauka 2,000 ya baka, wani kuma zai ɗauka 3,000, amma ka samu irin babban mutum ma 5,000 ma wani zai iya baka. To gaskiya akwai wanda suna zuwa, kuma wasu muna haɗuwa da su a hanya ne wurin harkoki haka, saboda ni mutumin yawo ne haka, ina iya zuwa irin haka durumi, ina zuwa use, ina zuwa kuma mabushi, ina zuwa kabusa da sauran irin anguwa haka, irin gidajen mata ko kuma kulab haka. To za mu iya haɗuwa da yarinya haka daga fira ko labari sai in gaya mata ai akwai wani alhaji yana da kuɗi a kakin ma in ɗauko yaran zan gaya mata ai akwai wani alhaji yana da kuɗi amma kuma yana son mata fa amma za ki iya samun kaza ko kaza sai ta ce da Allah in ce gaskiya ana gaya miki kuma sai ta ce mu je in kai ta a wurin da yawa akwai matan da suna anguwar su na ɗauko su na kawo su na anguwar to gaskiya yanzu saboda yanayi yanzu wata irin shekara 16 ma 17 18 duka za a samu akwai wanda muna kai wa matan akwai wanda zai iya cewa shi na son ka samu mishi yarinya wadda tana da tsayi wani ma zai ce shi yana son guntuwa wani ma duka dai akwai wanda kowa da irin yanayin matan da yake su wani ma zai ce da Allah ka je ka samu mishi yarinya shi na hutar ka za ka kai mishi amma yana son ka samu mishi ba Hausa wai wadda tana ji Hausa wani kuma zai ce a ka samu mishi farar yarinya su ne suna bada tamin inda suna son yarinya.
The risks go beyond the physical to deep-seated psychological trauma. If these risks abound, do safety measures really matter to them?
As they go out for prostitution in a day, what them also said that I have had is that maybe a day they can make up to 50k a night, 30k a night. Even if a salary in a month, maybe your salary might be up to 15k, it's not up to what they are aiming a night. So they see it as a business to them. So if you are seeing such amount coming into your account daily by daily, you will not accept to go and work for a month. You work for 30 days for payment, will be an issue, one or thing or the other will bring issues before payment. So girls see this as a business now, that if they go out, they will get what they want at immediate spot. So there is no time for hustling for ladies, most of the ladies anymore.
Because of lack of job now, many people commit themselves with the bad thing, rituals, you know, making money with any type of angle, any type of situation, you know. You do know why a lady is standing from in midnight on Lagos Street? Some lady doing a sales guest for outside town. Their salary now, because a transport now, their salary no reach transport they are spending every day. If you calculate it in a month, you no reach their salary. Because some people, some guests, they pay the 30,000 in a month. But that 30,000, you calculate for the transport, you know the transport. Look at the rice now 48, 50,000. A civil servant will receive 30,000 now. You can't afford rice, one bag of rice. One mood of rice now is 1,700. That's why some of the girls now doing prostitution. You know, those girls now doing a lot of things to make money by all costs. Using their body, rubbish their life with some boys, with some men because of money.
Binta, another commercial sex worker in Lagos Street, is well aware of the dangers that lurk in the night. She speaks about protecting herself from men who disguise as clients to harm her.
In zan fita yawo, akwai abun da nake sawa a jikina. In dai ba da zuciya ɗaya da aka ɗauke ni, mu tafi akwai abun da zai faru. Yana nuna mini. Yanzu ma ban sa bane da kin gan shi a hannu na zubbe ne. Ina da wata friend nawa a irin harkan din. Ta lalace. To lokacin da take samun kuɗi tana nan dai big girl ne amma yanzu kin ganta sai kin ji tausayinta saboda har moto tana da shi lokacin da ake mata hakan ne amma yanzu ta lalace ko 500 ma ba kowa ba zai iya bata sai dai ka je gida ka gaishe ta ka dan taimaka mata da abin da kake da shi. Tana da ciwo dai kala na san dai kaman guda biyu. Tana da HIV na farko, na biyu tana da paralysis. Kuma ta sanadiyan haka ta same shi yanzu ma ba ta fita. Ba kowa ya san abun da nake ba saboda ko na je na yi ma in ba na gaya maka ba za ka sani ba. Shi yasa nake neman kuɗi saboda kare ma kaina mutunci. Amma dai ba san raina ba ne. Yana da hatsari sosai. Kamar inda muke yin shahada muke bin waɗanda ba mu san su ba. Mu je saboda mu samu kuɗi kuma wani abu sai ya zo ya faru amma duk da dai ba mu sani ba inda mun sani da ba za mu yi ba.
But is financial instability a validation for commercial sex work? Just like many others struggling to survive, the one thing that separates these ladies from them is the path they have chosen.
There are so many health hazards associated with this practice. Okay, first and foremost, we'll talk about the sexually transmitted diseases, because of course, most of them will want to go with protection. They would like their partners to be capped up, they wear their condoms, or they could be on diaphragms themselves, but some of their patronizers might insist on having raw sex, and sometimes they even oblige to this, leading to a lot of sexually transmitted diseases, the HIV, the syphilis, the gonorrhea, chlamydial infection, so much of them. So that's just one aspect of the health hazard. Now we'll also talk about the emotional aspect too. People that engage in activities like that, many times they end up falling into depression, need psychotherapy along the line. At some point they start losing their self-worth and issues like that. Then we can also talk about physical abuse. Understand? In the process of such transaction, a disagreement might erupt, maybe due to money, issues like that, and before you know it, someone becomes a victim of gender-based violence. I know some people have been brought here, they were beaten up because of issues like that. Of course, most of the time, the ones offering the services are the females, and then the males are the ones taking. And the males are of course stronger, they're stronger physically than the female, and they're more liable to use force, bad force, when things don't go their way. Understand? Then it can also lead to sexually associated injuries, traumatic sex. Many of them feel like, okay, I paid for this, I really need to get my money out of it. They do it however they want. They apply unnecessary force, request for strange styles that will lead to coital lacerations or injury. Some of the lacerations I've repaired were gotten by commercial sex workers. Understand? Cervical tears and issues like that. Then we can also talk about the unwanted pregnancy. Of course, most of the time they use condoms, they use barrier method, some are hormonal methods of contraception, but all these things are not perfect. Yeah, there are slight chances that they fail once or twice in a while.
While others learn a skill to pursue legitimate career paths with contentment for their humble income, Grace, Binta and Joy, among many others, choose the perilous trade of commercial sex work as a quick but dangerous way to overcome their financial troubles. They say their families have no idea what they do, while their tears suggest some remorse, maybe pain and even regret. These ladies hope others will learn from their story.
Adultery is haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Holy Quran, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Do not go near to adultery. This shows that adultery is haram. Whether one is doing it for the purpose of earning living or for the purpose of satisfying one's desire, it is still the same. It is haram. And taking it as a means of livelihood, it is very, very wrong for one to engage in commercial sex in order to earn his living through that means. So, and what brought about this are many factors. Islamically, parents are expected to give good training to their children, more especially girl child. It needs special attention. So as a result of lack of good training, some of them engage in commercial sex working. And that is why you find out many of them on the streets in the evening, looking for those who will give them money take them to their houses to satisfy themselves, and they take it as a means of livelihood. And at the end of the day, they end up being affected with many kind of diseases, and at the end of the day also they end up maybe being maltreated and being abused by those people who they think they are the customers or whatever they call it. So Islamically, it is haram for one to engage in such act, and it is the duty of the Ummah, government, the community, the scholars, everybody to try and see that this thing has been stopped. It must come to an end. We shouldn't fold our arms and look at our women, girls roaming about streets engaging in this sinful act. It is haram Islamically. As I've said, quoting the verse of the Holy Quran, it is haram. For whatever reason, for one to engage in such an act, it is haram.
The speedy underworld of commercial sex work is flourishing in Nigeria's capital city. Despite the dangers and health hazards, young women join the trade every day in hopes of earning quick money and a life of luxury. But the bitter truth is, it never ends well for most of them.